All right, we are here in our studio kitchen with Susan Lockman, of course, from the Sullivan County UT Extension Office, and I am so excited to have you on the show.
Great.
You are making something perfect for spring, and we're using our redbud trees.
Yes, yes, we're using our redbuds. This is a small puff pastry. It's called Profiterole.
Say it again now, slow it down.
Profiterole.
Profiterole.
It's a small French pastry, and it begins with, okay, you see that starting to bubble?
Butter.
Butter and water, and then you take a whole cup of flour, and you just stir and stir and stir, okay?
All right, you want me to keep stirring?
Yeah, keep stirring.
Okay, I'll
I'm
stir
gonna
for
turn
you.
the heat down.
Now this is kind of similar. How is it different than like a cream puff or a popover?
Well, it is a cream puff.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a cream puff, but it is...
that smells so good.
Yeah. Okay, excuse me, let me...
Yeah, go.
Go.
What am I doing
well,
wrong?
no, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that...
Fix it, Susan.
It has to happen fast. And see what it starts to look like, almost like a...
It's already a dough.
Yeah, it's like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
But it cooks a certain amount, and you just stir and stir and stir, and you got to have a good arm on this.
Yeah, you do. Look at you.
Oh, I've been practicing. Yeah. It's such a fun thing, and you can create different fillings for it. Ooh. So it always begins with water and butter.
Okay.
You melt the butter in the water. Oh, I forgot my pinch of star. I forgot my pinch of salt.
Just a pinch.
Okay, just a pinch. All right, now see how it comes away from the sides?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've got this dough. I'm gonna put it into this bowl. Okay, it's going to get loud here for a second because
look how hot it is.
It's very hot. You give it just a sec.
Okay.
You must continue stirring.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And what's going to happen next is I'm going to stir in. I'm going to use a mixer to get eggs in there. Okay.
Yeah.
The recipe is a cup of water, a cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of butter per quarter cup. So that means 4. And now we're going to do eggs.
Okay.
So
how do you do your eggs without them turning into scrambled eggs?
Well,
that's so hot.
That's a tricky thing. Okay, ready? Here we go. Here's one. There's one.
Okay.
And get it going. What I've noticed, the egg measure is the same as the butter measure. But what I've noticed, if the eggs are large, I use 3 eggs instead of 4.
Okay.
Okay. Here, Amy.
Okay, you want me to hold it?
Yeah, here goes egg number 2.
All right. Wow,
good
we
job.
are getting hot in the kitchen. Okay.
Okay.
How am I doing?
All right, it's looking good.
Okay.
Now just hold it still in there.
All right.
Okay, here comes another one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. It's starting.
What is happening?
Hold on, it's starting to. Well, it gathers up on them. So it's
I
okay.
I should have safety goggles.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be a bad idea. This is one of those things, it goes fast because you don't want it to cool.
Is it temperamental too? Like, is this one of those things that is a little more difficult to make?
It's not that it's hard to make, it's just that you have to watch it.
Okay.
Okay, now see, this is just getting up on them. It's not a problem, it does gather up. It's not a problem until you start throwing it around the room. Okay, now, put this back on, because here's what happens. This goes back onto... Okay, so look at that.
We got all of our eggs in there.
Okay, so we're going to dump it back on.
Okay, and
we're going to stir some more. Yeah, we got to stir some more and heat it up. Okay, see, I only use...
That's some beautiful dough,
Look how beautiful it is, yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cook it just a little bit more. Okay, I'm putting it into the pan. Where's your spoon?
Okay.
Here.
You're gonna.
Can
you
have
sure
that
you
spoon.
want my help?
Yes, I think you're going to be just fine. With me here to guide you.
Oh, exactly, exactly.
Okay, here we go. It goes back into the pan.
I just start stirring.
Yeah, but you know what? Use that other rubber spatula.
Okay.
This cookware on this stovetop is tricky.
Okay.
Okay.
You're right.
All right, you keep stirring.
Okay. So why do we have to put it back in the saucepan?
Well, you know, baking is a lot of chemistry.
Okay.
And we're just
No wonder I have so many problems in the
right.
kitchen.
Do you remember high school?
Yeah.
And chemistry?
I sure do.
Yeah, I remember I passed.
Good.
I did.
Yep,
Okay.
me too.
Okay, just keep stirring.
Okay.
Now, right now, it's a little bit loose, so cooking it is going to firm it up a bit.
Okay.
And then we're going to put them onto the baking pan,
Okay.
which is not hard either.
Do we have all of our ingredients already?
Okay.
So this is everything?
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow, okay.
That's the whole thing as far as this stage of it, okay?
Okay.
Now, it does get a little, it gets a little messy. Good
Yeah,
job,
it gets a little.
Amy.
Well,
Good
you know,
job.
I learned the first time that I was definitely not doing something right.
Okay. Now, I've got my baking pan, and I've got my
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper. So let me get a look
right.
at that.
You go ahead.
Now, what happens is it'll start to stick to the bottom a little.
I see that.
And that just tells you you're at about the right stage.
Okay.
The oven is on at 400.
Okay.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And popovers and cream puffs are some of my very favorite things.
Well,
I love how light they are.
Yes. Yes, and I think they're versatile too, because you could do a savory filling or you could do a sweet one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I've got this where I want it.
Okay.
So now what's going to happen is I turn this off and I'm going to spoon it.
Just right there in one little ball, and it doesn't
Just
have
do
to
it
be
a little
perfect
ball.
shape.
No, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's more fun if it isn't.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
that.
Isn't that good?
Finally.
Like the pressure.
Finally, yes.
The pressure's off.
Because this was a lot of pressure right here.
Yes.
It was a lot.
The main thing, see, you don't want this to cool off.
Okay, so you want to
Okay.
get it in hot.
Right, because what makes it puff is as it cooks, steam rises up through it, and that's what opens it up.
So once we get it in the oven, how long do they bake?
25 minutes,
Okay.
and then we do the filling.
All right, well, we're going to do the filling when we come back here a
Yep.
little later on in the show. We're putting them in the oven. The oven is
It's
preheated.
on.
400. Hey, for more information, Susan's got a lot of classes, different
I do.
programs coming up. We're going to give you her website to go to. We're also going to talk about them coming up a little later on in the show.
Okay.